Okay, we're back on Grim Nasty TV. A lot of things have been happening every seemingly 24-hour period as I get closer to it, as I tend to progress myself beyond like typical efforts. I don't just sun gaze or whatever. I do all kinds of stuff. So, in the means of that, I've been running and crossing paths with beings that are considered, like high class or whatever. And I've learned that that's not necessarily the case. That they're not high class, that they're not celebrities, that celebrities are people that you admire. And I'm not going to say any names or anything because it's a long list, and I don't need to go down the list because I don't need to do that. But yeah, people would be pissing their pants if they knew the people that was in my house yesterday and the day before. You probably lose your damn mind. But I'm gonna let you know right now is that they're suggestive of someone who wants to help them and make life good for them. They are saying, "Hey, we are excrement. We are not what you thought. We are not celebrities. We are not likable. You should not love us. You should not appreciate our movies. You should not, all the things that they don't want you to say is what they taught me to think about them. So it goes back to the old saying, respect gives respect and is respectable. And if you're not, you can't expect to have it. And you're using, as some say, fear is a way to try to get respect from people, but that's not real respect. That's not anything that obviously I had an issue with, but it is not respect itself either. So if you think you're doing that, to me, I say you think that you're saying that you're ugly or you're insulting yourself. You want to be scary. You want to make me afraid of you as I should look at you and say that you are hideous, suggestively to undermine your own existence is exactly what you're doing. So, yeah, speaking of existence and identities, how ironic is that we would start that off a deep, intuitive gesture to start off this video is poetry in motion. It goes beyond my own means. You understand? It's a serendipitous guiding of a higher power that we all know who it is. So, all right. So today, this morning, I had to face myself. Immediately, I recognized this with a never-ending story. My signal must be so high, it must be at the dome or something. And then whenever you get to the dome, you see your true self. And this is all happening according to her plan. This is something that I can't just walk into without being faced with this type of element to test my sense of facing my true self, which I see now is extremely important because I damn near almost lost my mind for like a few minutes. Like I'm sitting here looking at what appeared to be a mirror. Now, how did I get this ability to do this? Is going to blow your mind too. So when I was sitting with Thor, he's been doing this training, like Mr. Cheeks trains me and stuff, and she was training me, and he was every time I had a thought in my mind or we agreed on something, we would shake hands or give each other a pound or whatever, and he'd reach his hand in, and I would see it come in and it was big, like a big hand. So then I would touch his hand or grab it, and then we did that repeatedly for what seemed like a couple of days, and then after that, things became so visible that it almost prepared for beings that appeared in a row of celebrities that seemingly wanted me to help and wanted to be supportive of the movement, but unfortunately they were full of it. They were fucking full of it. I could go on all day about I made breakfast and all kind of shit. Like shit was off the chain too. And I actually learned how to pass stuff into the astral space because the dumpling situation. Remember I told you like 2-3 weeks ago, and I had a dumpling and I held it, and he told me what was inside of it, and he's jumping on it like he was eating it, but he pulled it into the astral space and manifested it into that realm, and he started eating it and walks away with a whole one. So after that, I started making food, and I hold my food plate up, and they literally grab it and pull it into another dimension, and they can pull it into the third dimension where they're sitting, and they can really eat it. You know what I'm saying? So I made this eggy baskets with fruit on it. Goddamn, sometimes I put strawberries, bananas, blueberries, a little whipped cream on there, and there's hardly any salt in it. Like I don't use salt. Bread is homemade from a local. The Cool Whip has a little bit of salt that I usually don't even use that. The syrup has no sodium. So it's super tasty. It's like no chemicals, nothing. It's just like a tasty ass fucking savory breakfast. And I can pass this into the dimension and hand it to him, and he will take an exact replica of it, exactly the way I made it, with the recipe and everything, and consume it himself, and be like, "Look, this shit's the bomb." And I was just like, "What the fuck?" Ever since then, man, I've been making. If I make breakfast, I pass it up to them because they can eat it. She likes it too. She says like, "Oh, these are really great. You know, you're gonna cook, later on, right?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'll make some of these." But yeah, this is astounding. Like I'm seeing that uh, and it's really interesting. It's like the astral space is really it's just a whole nother world, really. It's a whole nother world that people don't know about, and you can meet anybody because it's not like standards create an unattainability to spirituality. Spirituality doesn't have restraints and gated fences and shit. You see what I'm saying? So you see everybody. All right, so yeah, so you face yourself, and this is not. I was yesterday trying to push myself out, but this morning makes me realize more and more that she's going to do this on her own. I'm just going to progress, so it's not a squanderable, easy come, easy go situation. That's why I've been working so hard, and now I've been faced with that too. So I had to do this. This was important. So what I'm telling you is that on the never-ending story, when Atreyu goes to the glass area where it's icy, he's at the ice ring. Then Atreyu faces himself in the wall of the damn dome, and he sees himself for his true self. Now, they say that whenever people do this, sometimes they run away screaming and shit because they don't like what they see. See what I'm saying? They see it, and then they're just like, fuck, man, I'm a piece of fucking gutter trash. And they're just like, oh, no. And they run. They're trying to hide from the truth is that everyone wants to uphold a positive inflection of their own existence. But if they can't do that, when they see themselves and their own opinion of themselves becomes clear, then you'll lose your damn mind. You know what I'm saying? If you're not worthy of seeing these types of images. But that's what happened this morning. I was looking at myself everywhere I moved. This motherfucker moved exactly like I did. I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't realize it, but it's all an acknowledgement that you truly know that you are whatever it is that you truly are, or whatever that is. So it's like an acknowledgement. Like as soon as I seen him, I was like, dude, no. I thought that I already knew that this was the case, but no. Like when you face yourself, you really are what you are, and then it's like you might shit on yourself, or you might be like, wait, but I really, so everything's easier said than done, when you see it in real life, it's like, so I guess she thought that I wasn't ready for that, and now I'm ready for this, and probably something else that I gotta learn next. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm just gonna put my faith in her and just keep pushing and keep running and keep making my dad proud. You know what I'm saying? And onward we go. You know what I'm saying? Wow, what a week, man! I'm trying to tell you is that there's no monsters in here, but there ain't no celebrities in here either. Oh my goodness, no celebrities in here, bro. Stay tuned for more Grim Nasty TV. Onward through the fog. Because when we get awake, we stay awake.